Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, ProTech Dog Training and Legend. We've got some things to talk about today in regards to variable reward. And that's where we're working on him with a ball drop right now. Legend's doing real good. He's starting to understand his two ball. I've got this as I'm dropping out of my armpit. He really has a high drive for toys. And so toy play really is going to work well with him. And his drive states are very high. So what we're getting into right now, though, is I'm trying to convey the concept to Legend. Opiate. One of the only commands that's in. Good. But notice what I'm getting here, how well in tune he is. Legend, dog's name, preparatory to a release, preparatory to an action. Legend. Yes, good boy, good. Time level is something that they're very aware of. They don't know it's 5 o'clock. They don't know it's 3 minutes. But you ever notice if you get up at, like I do in the morning, I get up at 6:30. And pretty soon they're so used to it, they're waking me up right at 6:30. They have a very keen sense of time level, how long something is, how long it stretches, a very keen sense of when the time of day is when you would come home. Let's say you come home at 5 o'clock, you're riding, they could hear that truck and pretty soon get into contextual type of rewarding themselves because they hear dad coming home with that truck. So what I want to talk about is variable reward. And it's been given by plenty of other better trainers than me, believe me. But I want you guys to remember something when I'm always talking about putting tools in the tool bag. Down, stay. I don't know if I can do this and talk with him and get him to stay relaxed. We just got out and he's really pumped. I should be working him instead of yakking at the screen. But in a general sense, what does variable reward give to you? Okay, it gives you intensity, want, anticipatory want, because he's expecting it. Hey, it's not this time. Oh, maybe it's going to be the next time. That builds, right? And if you do it properly, you get him working with variable reward, you get longevity, how long it will last, because the dog will start to get really anticipatory and really stretch himself for longer. So you get, let's say in a healing is a good place, that's why I'm talking about it now, is you're going down the field and you start to work with variable reward, and how long that takes that ball to drop, or how long it takes for you to give him a reward, depending on where it's coming from, is all about how they build that longevity going down the field and how long that dog will stay out there. And Schutzen, the dog could be out there for 18, 20 minutes, right? Usually the average probably be more like 15, but still. So how you do this, and then what it does also is it creates a behavior in the dog's head that will be the longest lasting. It won't fade, okay, as easy as other types of things. So variable reward is a very powerful thing if you can start to learn to use it and do it in such a way that you use it in more than one spot, so the dog starts to understand, because you've conveyed variable reward to him in one spot, you can use it over here. He's going to pick up on it faster. He's going to understand what you want a lot faster. And then that behavior that he's got here, that you've built up longevity, intensity, all this anticipatory want, when you start using it somewhere else, you're going to have that tool in your tool bag. That's what I keep talking about when I say tools in your tool bag. When you add these tools in the tool bag, they give you something to work with and bring out when you need it, to work in all kinds of different ways. Down. What happened with Justin Rigney, he was accenting, powering up the stem collar with a chuck it, and a dog that was coming to a box, and he would hit it on low stem, throw the chuck it. After a while, you're classically conditioning the dog to have a very warm and fuzzy feeling when he feels that signal. Okay, there's no ton of punishment at all. So somebody came into the thread and they asked him, and I don't know if he replied, he's a bit busy man, why would you classically condition the stem collar to the dog? Why would you classically condition it? And I went and scratched my head, and I was trying to understand, why would somebody ask that question? Why? Because they don't understand how to condition an animal. They don't understand how powerful things can be. But you could use that in a myriad of different ways. That's why I started to show it to you with Buddy, because I'm going to start trying to see how creative can I get, and imagination-wise, can I get in using these tools in my tool bag to apply them towards something, right? Tool is only as good as the person using it. And then if you can have that conception, that's what's great about Justin's videos, is he's conceiving something, he's leaving it to you to figure out how can you use it. Those that are better trainers are going to get better and better at being able to use this, good, in such a way that they get creative with it, and they'll be able to pull that tool out of their tool bag and use it in an application maybe that somebody's never even done before. And then you see it and you go, wow, that's a great idea. That's what training is all about. right? But realize you need to put these things into your tool bag so that you can get good enough to be able to use them, so that your mind goes, click, I could use this over here, right? This is building into the dog variable reward. Let's see how we do it. I started with a ball drop in my side. I started with a cue. Good. Time level. 1001, 1003, 2, 1003, 1004. Drop. Yes. Okay. I'm going to say YES to give a reward. Out. Good. Dogs are very keenly aware of that time level, so I'm going to play on that. Heel. Good. Good. Legend. Dog's name first. Legend. Heel. And then drop. I did it about 3 steps out, right? So as I go along, I'm going to start being intermittent with this, where I create a variable reward. Sometimes I'm going to drop it out of my armpit. Out. Other times I'm going to do 3 steps and then drop it. Other times I'm going to do 5 steps and drop it. Then I might come back and surprise him and drop it when he's at my side. Variable, okay? And over the time that I work, I'm going to try to stretch that variable reward out farther and farther, so he works with longer time period, because he's expecting. Anticipatory want. That's what variable reward is all about, right? So then I will keep creating that, and then I will get farther and farther down the field, so then he never knows where it's coming. And at first it starts with an armpit drop, because he can see it. And he also has got cued. Look at the dog. No. No. Yep. Good. 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 Yes. Okay? So try to think about things when you start having them introduced to you from trainers like Justin, to see farther than just your negativity in regards to saying that's a bad thing, and how could that ever work for me? How can I use it? And realize that there's a myriad of ways of using it, right? If I have a positive impulse with a stem, and he thinks of that as a positive, and it puts a warm and fuzzy, and you've classically conditioned it into the animal, imagine the myriad of ways that I can use that with variable reward, which is what I'm going to start doing with Buddy, how I can start using it in other areas that would allow me to use the tools in my tool bags, and the concept of training and learning to learn that you can use these things with, right? Now he's getting 2 sets, so let me go ahead and work him, see if I can get in flow, and we'll end this little video. But I'm trying to get a point across to you guys. Good. Good. Legend. Yes. Now while I'm doing that, when I said legend, he's already looking at me. I said his name so I could set a time level in there, right? Out. Because I'm going to use that time level. Good. Legend. Heel. Good, good. Yes. Good boy. Let's try it again. Out. Now I'm trying to stretch how far. Instead of 3 steps, I'm going to go 5 or 8, 10. Good boy. Yep. Nope. Nope. Good, good. Legend. Heel. Yes. Okay. Now that was about 4 or 5. Then I'll go back to dropping it at my side. Then I'll go to 10, and I'll keep doing this variable back and forth until he starts to have a lot more anticipatory want and starts to build into anticipate. It's coming. It's coming. It's got to be, oh, it's not that time. Oh, maybe it's the next time, okay? You see what variable reward? Study it. Look up variable reward and start studying that whole thing and think about it. How can you put that tool that you put in your tool bag and grow the skill, getting better and better at using it, out, down? This is only one area that I can use variable control in, right? How can I put it into my tool bag? How can I apply it and build the skill by doing and practicing to the point that you get good enough that you can start applying? See, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. That's what they always say. But in a nutshell, I'm trying to get a point across to you guys. This is what it's all about. Yep. Nope. Good. Legend. Heel. Yes. Good boy. I stretched it pretty long that time, right? Out. Good. Legend. Yes. Good boy. Out. Heel. Nope. Another thing, guys, I mean, I'm seeing this right now, is make sure you don't let him get out of position, because if you start giving him a yes up here and he wins from that, he's going to start losing his position. So only drop that, give it to him when he's in the right solid position. Legend. Heel. Heel. Yes, good boy, good. All right, I see a couple other places I could have dropped it. Out, heel. And everything is pattern set. So if I did a drop on that curve, he starts getting expected on the curve. I could use that to keep him into the curve and keep him a bit tighter on my body. And then I could start doing things with the variables in regards to that. Everything's about pattern. Legend. Yes, good boy, good. There you go. Out. Time level on that one, guys. I'm trying to wait longer and longer so he learns to stay with me, looking at me for a longer period of time. Out. Okay, good. Good. Legend. Heel. Yes, good boy, good. Almost the first step out of the pocket, right? Variable reward. Out. Out. Good. Heel. Good. Legend. Heel. Yes, good boy. A little farther on that one. Out. Good. No. Heel. Good. Good. That's my boy. Good. Yes. Good boy. Good. Out. Good. Down. Good. Stay. All right. That's pretty much it, guys. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training with Legend, trying to accent a point to you more than anything. I'll smooth this out, but I got to get off camera to do it. Talk to you later.